It's time.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jake Arrieta is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Man, I like this guy. He is a really good pitcher. An ERA just a little over 3 last season. He's usually pretty tough on the opponent. He's going to keep you in the game and give that manager some opportunities late in the game to get a W. I like what this guy brings, and maybe he'll bring it today.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike one. And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now. Here it comes. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, facing a sinker baller, you got to think about get the ball up. What happens with the guy that throws a sinker? When you get it up, it straightens out. But when he's got that ball that starts about thigh high and starts to bite down on you, that's going to end up in the dirt. You're probably not going to be able to do anything with it. You go to the plate with the mindset of get that ball up. You set your focus on bring that to the thigh high or up, and you got a chance to hit it when it straightens out.
Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Bases are empty, one man out. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, I mean, to me, Washington's thought about as a pitcher's umpire. I mean, it's hard for me as a hitter to hit a ball down your knees. He loves to call the low zone, maybe even below the hollow of the knee. That's tough to hit. Pitchers love it, though.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it and just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Into the windup and the pitch. Xander Bogaerts is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hayward has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, how I'd categorize this guy, I'd say he's a very reliable major league pitcher. Last year, ERA under 3.5, but he's consistent. What you see is what you get. He gives you innings, and he takes the ball for you.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this one lands out of play into the visitors' dugout. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul wide of first. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. Not great. He's 1 for 8. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Betts going back at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. The relay, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Harold, what do they need to focus on in this one?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Whew, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just...
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll pull in there with a one-out double.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. And he's safe.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. Rounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Oh, and 1, here it comes. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Betts has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Jason Hayward now. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bradley on the run. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in, Mookie Betts. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Now, that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And here's a good sinker now, but it misses. 3-2. On deck, there's Hanley Ramirez. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. He'll try it again. 3-2. Here's Zobrist now at second. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Cubs. And at first base, Anthony Rizzo. Another one of those guys that can pick the ball out of the dirt for you. But I love the fact he's aggressive, and he'll make that throw to home, he'll throw it to second, and he'll even dive in the stands for you if he needs to.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And a hard sinker there, chopped foul at home plate.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one. The
windup and the 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate and will do it again.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Got him.
Hey, every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 0-1. Fouled back. 2 out, nobody on. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. So digging in now, Wilson Contreras, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. Into the windup and the pitch. Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Well, here we are with the leadoff hit in the second, and the pitcher really struggled in the first inning. So you got to be a little bit concerned. The stuff just doesn't look like it's there today.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Okay, let's take a look at the defense for the Boston Red Sox. Brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking out there at second base. Dustin Pedroia. You talk about a Gold Glove gritty player. That fits him perfect. He's going to catch everything at second. He's Gold Glove worthy. And then gritty. Don't hit him. He'll knock you back.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take this sure out. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. First delivery to him on the way. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Oh, and it hits the top of the video board. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second home run of the game, and with it the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Up next,
stepping in now, Chris Bryant. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left, and the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Well, you just don't see that too often. Back-to-back dingers on back-to-back pitches. I mean, that's kind of a definition of instant offense, if you ask me.
Ready for another chance? Anthony Rizzo. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Rizzo.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Benintendi ranging back to the track. He's not going to get it, and the two-out rally continues. And he'll make it in there with a two-out double.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the clowns.
The second baseman.
Looked like a three-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump, and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Benintendi going back on it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Cubs lead this one 5-0. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. His history with Jake Arrieta, he's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. In there, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Sandy Leon. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Leon.
First pitch on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. And that one right down Main Street.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Hey, he's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
In now, Chris Sale. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, here's one of those dreaded situations. It's 2-0 to American League pitcher. You have to make him swing the bat. He doesn't get many opportunities to swing, and right now he's not getting much opportunity either.
3-0 now.
3-0 to the opposing pitcher. Throwing strikes can be difficult sometimes, but nothing like not being able to throw it to the other pitcher. Man, it's got to be frustrating.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. So striding forward now, Addison Russell. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Addison Russell.
Into the windup and the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But this will get foul for strike 2. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
0-2, a pitch
right,
down the middle. What a gift, and he didn't miss it. Nice job getting the hit.
Into the box, Jason Hayward. He swings and lines it to left. Benintendi has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Riding in once again, Wilson Contreras. He reached on a single in his first try. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bounce to Sandoval at third. This could be 2. Pedroia on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning underway. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
First pitch of the at-bat. Andrew Benintendi is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Make it 7 in a row. My gracious, he is simply unhittable right now. 2 away.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
8 straight strikeouts. You got to be kidding me. The inning is over. Down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Albert Almora. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Almora.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
The pitcher, number 49.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Arrieta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a liner. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
This is the one advantage the National League has, I believe, in an interleague game. Here's a pitcher, gets a base hit. He's used to hitting. The American League is kind of sitting there going, this is how you do it, guys.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Bradley racing back at the track. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Had to go a long way to make that running catch. And here it is again with the show track data. Took a great angle at it. Showed nice closing speed and ended up running close to 120 feet to bring it in. No doubt that grab saved extra bases. Here's Chris Bryant now. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Sales sets. First pitch on the way. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Betts has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches, but they hold a 5-0. Now at the plate, Mookie Betts comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Fielder, Mookie Betts.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Zobrist ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
First baseman.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike. And he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Striding into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The windup and the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
And he pulls it to deep right field. Hayward on the run. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They can't chip into the digging in once again, Anthony Rizzo. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up.
Rizzo.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
This is amazing. I've never seen anything like this. You realize how many strikes he's throwing? The first pitch to every hitter in the game, every hitter has been for a strike. That's 100% on the first pitch has been a strike, and they've taken advantage
The
of it.
second baseman, number 18. Ben
Ready for another shot
Zobrist.
now. Ben Zobrist. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Drilled on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's Addison Russell.
Addison
1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Sale has his target. First pitch on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he got a high strike on the fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
0-1 count and the pitch. And this will be fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs are striding in once again. Pablo
Leading off for
Sandoval
Boston,
comes into this at bat
third
0 for
baseman,
1 in the ball game.
Pablo Sandoval.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
His timing looks good right there, Matt. That's falling up after a fastball. He still was able to get a piece of that breaking ball.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Grounded, foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Good
The
job of
catcher,
getting him to chase
number
the ball
3.
in the dirt right there. Hey,
Andy
also credit the
Leon.
catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Stepping in now, Sandy Leon. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all
The pitcher,
afternoon.
number 41.
We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where
Sale.
he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and
Your
see
attention,
you
please.
later.
Brock Holt
hitting for the
will
Red
grab
Sox.
a bat and hit for the
Number
pitcher
12.
here.
Brock Holt.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Russell ranging to his right. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate as he's been masterful. 6th, 7th.
Your
Joe
attention,
Kelly
please.
enters to do the
Now
pitching
pitching
in the
for the
bottom
Red
of the
Sox.
6th.
Number 56.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Benintendi racing back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Center fielder, number 5.
Ready for another shot now. Albert Almora. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Hey, it's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
In now, Jake Arrieta. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Bradley racing back. He leaves his feet, but it's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. From the stretch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And the inning is over. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. And this is now a Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Dustin Pedroia.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next
Digging in to try it again, Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have for the starting pitcher.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup. You got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. Digging in once again, Xander Bogaerts. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now he tries to hold back on the check swing, but this is popped foul. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Rizzo.
This is line to left. Benintendi has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 18.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that's off the scoreboard. What a blast. So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Now batting.
Into the box, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell.
And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch. And this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The right fielder, number 22.
Digging in and looking for more, Jason Hayward. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and out of here.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. In the air now, out to right field. Betts giving chase. And that ends the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back for more. Here's Mookie Betts. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Wade Davis has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71. Wade Davis.
And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important. To get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Don't speed up his bat here, Matt. 2 fastballs, he blew right by him. I would have to come right back with another fastball. Let's see what he does.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Ready once again, Hanley Ramirez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Ready on 0-2. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Another one sent foul. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Another 0-2 coming. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another 0-2 home. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Fouled straight back.
That is the 6th foul ball in this at bat. Now, for those who like to see a lot of pitches, he's doing it for you.
Another 1-2 delivery. High pop up. Rizzo is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for
Here's
the Red
Jackie
Sox,
Bradley now.
center
0 for
fielder.
2 on the
Jackie
afternoon so far.
Bradley Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
One strike.
Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid. Standing in, Albert Almora. He'll get things started now
Leading
in the
up for the
bottom of
Cubs.
inning number 8.
Center fielder Albert Almora.
Lifted into center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, pitcher Wade Davis.
John
Your attention,
Lester
please.
will get the call here
And
as he'll
hitting
hit for the
Cubs,
pitcher.
Number 34, John Lester.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Benintendi is there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Cubs,
Ready for
left
another
fielder,
chance. Kyle Schwarber has
Schwarber.
gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. In there for strike 1.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Pedroia onto the grass, and that's the 3rd out. John
Your
Lester
attention, please.
enters from the pen
Now
to begin the
pitching for the
frame with a
Chicago Cubs,
sizable lead with
number
which to work.
34,
Here's the Panda
John
now, Pablo
Lester.
Sandoval, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable
Boston,
odds of trying to
third
come
baseman
back in
number
this
40.
one.
Yeah, not a lot of
Pablo
hope for them at this
Sandoval.
point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill on your chances as a professional.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-strike offering. He spoils another one and will do it again. And he struck him out for out number 1. So now just 2 outs away from the no-no.
The catcher.
Digging in, Sandy Leon. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Leon is retired, 2 down now. Chris Young will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Chris Young.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Oh, forget about this one. Booey. Looking up is Contreras, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lester ready, the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Two-out, 2-strike offering. Here it is. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Rizzo is there for it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Chicago, in a game with 7 home runs, earned the victory. So that's a wrap for this afternoon. For Harold, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious